Guys, a story that we've been covering a lot has been issues with facial recognition. I've collaborated with Fight for the Future on a campaign to get facial recognition banned. And some cities have already done that. Cambridge, Massachusetts has banned it. San Francisco, California has banned it. Oakland, California has banned it. Isn't it interesting that the first cities to ban it, pretty much the first 2 cities to ban it, there were 3 total, but 2 out of the first 3 are the cities where it's being most developed. There she is. Here she is. What's up, Lucy? San Francisco and Oakland. This technology is being developed in the Bay Area, in Silicon Valley, and those 2 cities were like, nope, get it out of here. Law enforcement, you cannot use facial recognition software. It is faulty, it is unreliable, there is a racial bias, and it is dangerous and overreaching. So in London, they experimented with a thing where they did facial recognition in real time. So what they would do, and we talked about this on the show, I'm sure you guys remember when we talked about it, they would just have facial recognition software going and monitored by police as people were walking down the street. And if a match came up where they said, hey, there's a warrant for this person's arrest, they would just go arrest that person on the street. Yeah, little Orwellian, huh? A little bit of an overreach, right? Yeah, just a little bit. And imagine something like that in the United States, where you have this software, which, by the way, can be faulty up to 98% of the time. So they might give you matches. It might not even be the person. In fact, it probably isn't. That stuff's already happening. They have deported people to countries they've never even been to before because of mismatches. But anyway, so here's a follow-up on that story. They were doing that in London. A lot of people were sounding the alarm. How did it all end up? Well, here's a little bit of good news to start our Tuesday. Facial recognition technology scrapped at King's Cross site. Looks like they had to nix it. Let's see what happened here. Surveillance software switched off at prestigious development after backlash. Facial recognition technology will not be deployed at the King's Cross development in the future, following a backlash prompted by the site owner's admission last month that the software had been used in its CCTV systems. The developer behind the prestigious central London site said the surveillance software had been used between May 2016 and March 2018 in 2 cameras on a busy pedestrian street running through its heart. It said it had abandoned plans for a wider development across the 67-acre, 50-building site and had no plans to reintroduce any form of facial recognition technology at the King's Cross estate. The site became embroiled in the debate about the ethics of facial recognition 3 weeks ago after releasing a short statement saying its cameras use a number of detection and tracking methods, including facial recognition. So this is a start. This is a start that what happened in London and what had been going on in London was unacceptable, and that people do not want facial recognition, that it is overreaching, that it is faulty, and it's just not necessary. There's no evidence, pretty much no evidence that this helps police catch a bad guy better. Like there's pretty much nothing linking. In fact, a lot of detectives have come out and they're like, no, this is just something that can be hacked and abused. This isn't something, they're not going to get the bad guy better with stuff like this because it's so faulty anyway. All they're doing is making these databases that they can abuse later and that are very susceptible to hacking. They've already been hacked. One of the border offices in the United States was hacked. A bunch of travel photos were just stolen. So imagine something like that getting into the wrong hands. So King's Cross Estate, they said they had to scrap their facial, or King's Cross. What did I call it? I think I got it wrong. I said it wrong, but whatever. King's Cross Estate nixed it, and that's a win against facial recognition.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news